Area Walk, Call Me Crazy, Hamilton 8th World Drivers' Championship. That would be an incredible story if that is the case. But then again, he is in red, and the Fosies, we're going to have a fun time this season. For those of you who were here with us over the testing, you saw the debut of Evans, our Masters of Numbers. He's one of our new commentators. We are still looking for more new talent for this season, more voices on the channel. Also, we probably need more mods in chat as well, given how we've grown. So we are looking for more people. Basically, if you're interested, get into our Discord channel and basically give Racing Statistics or me basically hit us up in DMs on in Discord. People are Hippozenza like students' helmets. And he's the new driver. He debuted last year in Abu Dhabi, replacing Esteban Ocon. Ocon has gone to um, he left Alpine last year and has gone to Haas. So Haas basically both Hulkenberg has left Haas and is now with um, the stake the Sauber stake soon to be Audi team. He has Bortoleto as the new rookie driver on that team with him. So we've got Bortoleto and Hulkenberg at stake. We've got at Haas, we've got Esteban Ocon, and we've got Bearman. And we've got is that Lando? Yeah, it's Lando. He's lined up. So one of the stake cars is lined up on the line, and we have just gone green. And let me see. Hulkenberg is the first one to go out. Lando is, believe it's Lando is next. He's going to do a pit lane start from that. Isaac Haddad is another rookie driver. We've got 5 rookies. Again, we got Bartolo, Bearman, Haddad, Antonelli. What am I missing? I'm missing one. Doing is the other one. A lot of people throw Lawson in because this is his first full season, and we are seeing Max rolling over the line slowly. He's waiting for Tsunoda to get it, and then we've got Hamilton and Leclerc behind Verstappen. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're seeing everyone getting out on track right now. I don't see any aero brakes. I don't see any Flovis paint on any of the cars right now. Again, I'm going to try and keep an eye on action, and we are seeing Hamilton in red. He is part of Ferrari in red on track, and he just had a lock up on one of his rear tires. Tree Lang pointing out the Los Angeles 11 race under his belt. Yeah, that's the reason between two. He's raced part time for 2 seasons. Again, replaced Ricardo when he was out injured 2 years ago, and then replaced Ricardo in the Racing Bulls, the V Carb team last year, and then starting this year, he has replaced Checo Perez in the Red Bull team. And that's going to be a drama point of story and drama as we go through this year, is how he is doing. Because he moved up from the Racing Bulls to the mothership, that opened up a seat, and that allows Isaac Haddad to come in. And so he is, again, the rookie with Tsunoda. Lewis' first mistake. Yeah, but I mean, barely a mistake. It's the rookies that I'm really interested to see. 19. Why is that? Are we missing a driver? That is a good question. Why is there only 19 on the list? Let's see. So they made modifications to turn 6 and 7. Just looking at what F1 TV is showing around that wall there. Take a look at the live session. We are just missing. So just so you know, we are missing a driver on our chart. Just check the scaling because we're missing number 20. That would be so Albin is 19 and 20 is Akon. So Akon come out, so that will push him down to Albin to 20th. Bearman is having his baby. No, Bearman's out on track. So again, Max has gone out. He's done a P1, 119.771. Leclerc, Hamilton, Gasly, Sonoda doing. So right now, track temperature is 40 degrees, 40.7, and air temperature 24.7. That's relatively. It's going to be relatively warm. It's going to be even warmer tomorrow, and then it's going to be rain on Sunday, like a 90% chance of rain on Sunday already. So yeah, this is going to be a um, crazy weekend for the Australian Grand Prix. We've got Alonso, the rookie. For those who have seen the rookie roundtable, that was really fun to watch. It was a great watch. Fun. But poor Laura Winters. The rookies are trolling her so hard with Fernando as a rookie. She has no clue what they're talking about, and they're just Kimmy starts it with Fernando as a rookie, uh, and it's just one of the moments that makes that little that session really interesting in the end. So you haven't seen it. I would go. It is on YouTube. We do have a link to it in the Discord in our media channel. We've got a lot on our media channel from the past 24 hours, literally. So right now we've had Hulkenberg do basically an installation lap. Sainz just jumped to P5, 120.432. I mean, what Sainz is doing in that Williams is crazy after last year. Um, and he's just pushing that car to its maximum. Norris just went P1, 118.756. Everyone's on medium, been on the medium tires so far. So we haven't seen any softs or any hards as of yet. Gasly just went P2. Yeah, the fact that we're seeing Williams and Alpine, um, just they're literally in that fifth and sixth slot fight between those two. Brello just went to P14 with 121.782, 3 seconds off Norris's time already. So yeah, we've got Norris says I have a house banner. Do you want to come in for setup or go to another flat house banner? Oscar close cool. Paul is telling us that the lap record for Australia last season was Leclerc 119.813. So everyone is on track literally right now except for Hulkenberg. He's done 3 laps so far. Lawson jumping up to P10 with 110. 2 seconds off Leclerc's time. Leclerc has gone P1 with 1:18.317. Oscar's done a 1:18.699. So like we're talking like a tenth between the difference between those two right now. Isaac Haddad just went P8. Alonso just went P4. Alonso time was 1:18.828, and Haddad was 1:19.5110. Alonso fastest first sector, I believe. Gasly was fastest second sector, and then Leclerc was the fastest third sector so far. Looking at what you guys are saying. Let's take a look at what's going on track. They're on F1 TV. They're following on with Albon right now. He's starting his hit a flying lap at the moment, and we're about 9 minutes into the session already. Line on the medium tires, the yellow lettering. Yes, that's correct. The yellow is for the medium tires. Softs are reds, and then the hards are going to be a white. The only two people who have not set the time right now, Hogber and Albon, but Albon is on his first flying lap right now. He's improved. He did a timing chart. He did an 18.363 in that sector 2. He is improving on his times. Got the DRS open. And he's going to come across the line. He's going to pass one of the Red Bulls. And here comes Albon to the line. There is Aston Martin in front of him. And Albon's going to go to P16, a 3.3 gap to Norris's lap. Norris is back on top with 118, 253. And Denelli just goes to P14, 121, 110. He's 1.7 off of. Gasly just went up to P3, 118, 570. Just more than just 3/10 off of Norris. Stroll is P10, 1 second behind Norris. Hamilton jumped back up to P3, 118, 400, 1.48 gap behind Norris. So Clerk is P2, 0.6064, so half of, six hundredths behind Norris. I see people talking about improve video quality. That's actually on your end, everyone. If you go to the settings, you can actually set the quality. You can actually actually set what again Verstappen just did a 118 325, and he is 4/10, almost half a second. But you guys can set the quality of what you are watching it at. What you can force a particular quality. Um, so that's if you're having some quality issues, there are some tools that you have available to you to set that. Auto doesn't always work well. And there's several times on my phone where I've had to set the quality to basically force it so I could see literally numbers on my phone. It'd be nice if you could see all the sectors on display. I know this track map's not showing where the sectors are, but you can see the sub-sector times and the subsectors. And also, again, by that, you can see where they are on track and get a feel for what's going on. It looks like we just had Max go off the track and hit gravel. There was a dust cloud. Looking at what you guys else are saying. So something's not working properly in the past two laps with Fernando Alonso. I don't see what all the radio messages, but he basically they're going to have him box at the end of this lap. That he's going to box and um, basically they're going to take a look at that. Like Max will also be coming in as well. Will be a live stop and then switch off. So they're going to do something with the car, tinker with it to get what setting change. Twitchy Mickey Gaming asking, what's the blue in the sectors parts? So that's basically if you see at the beginning, like again, Gasly right now, he's got blue at the beginning. He came out of the pit. So blue is basically the driver either entered or left the pits. So if you look at Alonso, who's currently in the pits, at the end of his lap, he's got two purple sectors. That's basically him coming into the pits. Russell right now on a flying lap. He had to go around some traffic. He's only 0.079 behind in the first sector so far. Russell's hitting 310, 312, 316, 17. He gets 319 is he gets the highest he goes, and then has to drop down into the 200s. We've already got 325 likes so far. Almost 2,000, 1,635 are watching right now. Thank you for being here. We're already only 15 minutes in. Again, you are listening to the Racing YouTube channel. We are back for the season. This is round one in Australia, and this is Grash with you live once again. What's happening to Merck? Russell went second, and Antonelli's trying to learn his trade. He hasn't gone off track yet. That's at least. Science cooking, yes. Science right now P6. He was higher. We've seen Gasly higher as well. Sonoda right now is split between those P7. He's only 6.88 behind Leclerc. Leclerc is P1 right now with the 117.880. He's the only one in the 117s. Russell just did his lap at 118.03. Norris is in the 18s. So is Verstappen, Hamilton, Sainz, Sonoda, Gasly, Alonso. Here we go. We go from P2 through P11, who are within a second of Leclerc's top time. That's you guys wanted competition. You've got competition this season. Only Warrior saying, "Gee, now McLaren is now showing pace now." What's your prediction for the race? I'm not going to predict anything with the race, and that's because um, rain is going to happen, and that's just total chaos. Yeah, it's just total chaos. And it's going to be, is it raining when it starts? Is it raining during? Again, that is one of those. I can't even predict because I don't know how that's going to affect things. And Matt, no, that was Lawson this time going off track slightly. His back left wheel going off track, and hitting basically a dust cloud up. Lawson going to with a P11 right now with a 118.851. Uh, Isaac Hayat just went P3. That's interesting. He just did a 118.281. He is a third of a second behind Leclerc. He's P3 right now. Norris is P4. So one of the rookies just went wicked fast. Wicked fast. Russell right now on a starting flying lap. He's got two purple subsectors in that first sector. Science on a flying lap right now. He's improved good portion. He's not improving in the sector times. He's improved in some of the subsectors, and Russell just went fastest in sector one. Russell right now cooking. Science trying to cook. It looks like he's trying to cook. It looks like he's not a great lap, so he's looked like he's probably going to abandon the end of this lap. Anyone else right now? who might be cooking. Again, there may be more things going on besides, quality, and we've just gone red flag, and session has stopped. What is going on? I don't know why we have a red flag. Okay, so the issue is that there is gravel, a significant number of gravel around turn six. I think this is where both Max and I think Lawson basically went over the curbing and basically kicked up gravel onto the track, and so they are red flagging the session. Yeah, first red flag. Yeah, first red flag. Um, Having said that, I believe my red flag counter is two. I have to go back and look back in our discussion with race statistics. This may be actually, if we count preseason testing, this my counter I believe may be at two at this point. Hello everyone. Welcome to Red Flags with the harbinger of red flags himself, Crash. Yeah, no, the reason it's a joke with me because whenever there's anything happens on track, if someone stops on track, anything that would normally be a yellow flag, it would be essentially a red flag on track during practice. Grashwell on track. Yeah. So again, we are right now in a red flag scenario because there's gravel on track. There's a significant amount of gravel on track, and that's a hazard that needs to be cleaned. And I think it's Red Bull's fault. Lawson doing it worse than both V carbs at the moment. I mean Lawson. I mean I think both Lawson and Max both hit that corner and went and basically one of the wheels went off over the curving and kicked up. Oh, I think they've got Doohan as one of the perpetrators as well. Yeah, so they're showing a replay of Jack Doohan going off track, letting his wheels go off into the gravel and kicking it up. So they're now bringing out the track cleaner. Kershaw, how do you watch? I mean, basically, F1 TV is the way that we recommend. We're not sponsored by F1 TV, but we're just as a matter of fact in terms of quality and customer service. If you can get F1 TV, it's easily the best. After that, you're looking at Sky Sports has their online stream, ESPN Plus, ESPN and ESPN Plus are online streams. Becky Davis going off to bed to have a good night. Don't let the red flags chase you into nightmares. Then after ESPN Plus and Sky Sports, then basically it is how do I watch? Basically, is your local provider, whether it's on TV, should have a way for you to see practice. I'm using F1 TV. I have used ESPN Plus. The problem with ESPN Plus is that it is slow and has a delay. There's an additional delay on top of things. Um, it's because it's being the signal's being bounced around the world effectively. Hey, is Amy? How does everyone hate? Does everyone hate Liam Lawson now? Um, it's more that Liam didn't acted in a way that brought that on. He was basically out there to be ruthless, not to make friends. He wanted the seat. He wanted to perform. He didn't care what other people thought because he was under the pressure to perform, and that roiled a lot of people's feathers. So he's the bad boy to hate right now. It's gotten more to the point where it's more fashionable to hate him. He had incidents with I think Hamilton and I know definitely with Fernando, and so that riled up their those fan bases against him as well. So and now he's now and again he took Checo's seat, so all of that fan base are and that means so anyone who was a Checo fan and anyone who was a Yuki fan have reasons to not like him as well. So um, yeah, he's made enemies, and if he's successful, then he's done his job. Why we are red is because there's gravel on track around turn 6. Multiple drivers have gone off at that turn. They've hit the gravel in that area, but looks like Jack Doohan is the one that um, really kicked it up and caused it for our delay. One of the he didn't catch which McLaren just came out. But they are lined up waiting for track is clear. We're about to go green light again. Pit exit light hasn't gone green yet, and that's what we're waiting for at this moment. Again, you listen to the Racers YouTube channel. We've got 35 minutes left to go in this session. No one crashed. It was gravel on track, so it was a red flag to clean up the track. Comes Isaac Kajak to come out, and he has stalled. Something's gone wrong with Isaac, and they're pulling the car back. The pulling the car back so he can get out of the pit lane properly. Pit lane asking, does the section clock stop when there's a red flag? Not during practice. So preseason testing, FP1s, FP2, FP3, these practice sessions, the clock does not stop. If it was a quali, the clock would stop. Now, if there's like less than 2 minutes on the clock, less than a minute and a half on the clock, they may actually abandon the session. Um, whether it's FP1 practice or a quality set quality Q1 Q2. If there's less than 2 minutes on the clock, you can see that FIA the stewards and race control abandon basically end the session early because there's not enough time factually to put the cars back onto track. We got Vicky and we got Dark Mayu here again. Other members of the game, the channel. These are who I refer to as the family for having subscribed and joined in that way. Um, again, all you regulars in chat. Again, a year and a half ago when I was really sick, you guys were a big moral support for me during that time. So I thank you guys very much. Again, we had gravel on track that has been cleaned up. We're now back to a green flag scenario, so we only lost about maybe like 5 minutes total for the red flag. Again, I think this is the first time I've had a red flag to clean up gravel, so I think that's a new one for me. Are you watching both practices? We will be here for both practices today. So again, after this session, there'll be about 90 minutes, and then we'll come back on with some music, and then I'll be back for FP2 later on. Let's see, Oscar improved in his sector 1, but not in his sector 2. He's half a second behind. We'll see if he is going to. No, he's pushing. He's pushing in that third sector. So yeah, he comes along. Oscar jumps up to P8. He is 6/10 off of Leclerc's time. It's a 118.494. Charles Leclerc is not French. He's Monegasque. It's a important difference because he is from essentially Monaco is essentially a nation state city, and it's its own country. So he is not French. He's Monegasque, and that's an important difference. For it means he's got a different flag. He's not. Yeah. Um, yeah. It's important to note that he's not French. He's Monegasque. Are they French? Inherited? Yeah. I mean, it's just a different country. We have yellow flag. Someone has gone off that and come back on, so that's you'll see. I think that we're gonna get a replay of that right now. Here comes Oscar, and yep, over that gravel again. That is going to be something interesting as things go on. There's gravel again, back on track. Oh, are they going to reflag it again? How are they going to do? See, we'll see what happens. So right now, Oscar has hit that gravel traffic that Doohan did. Same did uh, both Verstappen and Liam both hit it as well. Max has gone P1. He's did it on a soft tire 117.696. Russell right now on a soft tire, fastest sector one. We're at 30 minutes. We're halfway through this session right now. Uh, Pecking order. If this is the pecking order, then this is crazy. Isaac Ajah just basically is throwing himself out there in the top five. He's P4 right now. Science is P7. He's ahead of Oscar right now. Sonoda's in there at P9. Gasly's there at P10. Lonzo's P11. Lawson's P12. Yeah, this is a crazy order. Yeah, Isaac doing magic in the Racing Bulls V carb car. That's a mouthful. We will figure out Thursday season go what to call that team officially. Uh, yeah, so Verstappen right now is P1 with 117.696. We've only got three people in the 117s. That is Verstappen, Russell, and Leclerc. Russell is now P2, 117.716. He's 0.02 behind Verstappen. We're under 100, 1.46 is Leclerc. So we're under 2/10 in the top three. And we are P1 through P11 is 0.9565, under a second from P1 to P11. Science just went P4. New in the 117, 0.919. He's 0.223, under a quarter of a second. Norris right now in his last lap had the fastest third sector. Did not improve on his time because well, no, he didn't improve on it. He's P6 right now. He only improved in that third sector right now. They are still sponsored by the Visa Cash App. That's what basically it's Visa Cash App Racing Bulls. Is that what the acronym is? They have now been reduced down to Racing Bulls, but they are still the VCarve, the Cash App, Visa Cash App is still the sponsor on the car. So yeah, go figure. Watching right now, Pierre Gasly on track. Let's take a look at the back of the board at the moment. Albin is in P20 right now, and I'm wondering what is going on with this particular car. Um, Again, this is the season that we're going to find out how good he actually is. Right now, science is blowing the water out him out the moment, and as he did during preseason testing. Ocon is P19, and then we've got the stakes 17 and 18. Bearman is 16. So we've got those two teams, Stake and Haas, at the back of the board still. Dewey's 15, Stroll is 14th, Lawson 13th, Alonso is 12th, and Gasly's, well, he was 11th, he's just now jumped to 5th. Sorry, no, that's Alonso jumping up to 5th. Alonso did a 118, 191, and that would be on a medium tire. Gasly just on a soft tire did a 118.505. And that's 0.88 tenths of a second behind Verstappen's P1. Just looking right now, no one else is cooking at the moment. Albon is the only one trying to push. Gasly thinks just wow, the tires just completely died. Because Albon's going to jump to P15 with a 119.091, 1.3 seconds behind Verstappen. That's over a second behind his teammate. That's not good. Let's just put it that way. Albon's over a second behind Science right now. That's not exactly something we want to see. If you were William, that's a concern. Let me see who right now. Bortolello right now is the only one. It looks like he's on an actual fast lap. Roll sorta on a fast lap. Inconsistent. He has improved in sectors. He's improved in his sector times, but it's inconsistent. He has barely improved in sector 3. That's going to move him up one place to P13. He's going to move ahead of Lawson. 118.734. Max is coming to the pit. Science is he going to come pit? Science is going across the line for another lap. Again, Leclerc and Bortolello. And Bortolello's going to cross the line. He's going to improve in his time, but not his position. He's still P18. So it looks like they're pulling back Max's car into the garage. So Max is in the garage right now. They're probably going to do some sort of adjustment on it, and then send him out for the last 15 minutes. And that's typical to see. Science right now, two purple subsectors. Fastest sector 1 by a good tenth over Leclerc. Good tenth over Verstappen's current lap. Leclerc's got some purple. So we've got Ocon just moved up to 16th, but we've got Sainz, Russell. No, it's Leclerc and Sainz are basically on push laps right now. Sainz is about to cross the line. Hamilton coming back out on track. And Sainz just went P1, 117.401. Russell's coming across, but this is a slow lap. And then here comes Leclerc. Leclerc's going to go P2. It's a difference of 0.060. Oh my God, that's crazy. So Sainz in at Williams is back on top of the board. Um, that we saw this in preseason testing, and the fact that he's doing it here now, that's a big deal. And we have gone back to a red flag, and which it's Oliver Bearman who stopped on track. So Bearman is stopped on track. So take a look what happened to Bearman. Okay. So I've rolled back a little bit to see what happened. And so Bearman goes off track. Oh, there we go. So Bearman goes off track, gets turned around, and his front left tire has collapsed. So he will be out of the session. Yeah, basically, again, he went off track, went into the gravel, lost control, turned around 180, and then slid into the wall, going backwards. And he's out of the car, so he's okay. Yeah. So two things are going on right now that we have to that's going to take time off of us. First of all, is that they've got to get the car off the track, but there is debris on the track. Oh, did he lose? Okay. So what I didn't see originally is that his back left rear tire came fully detached from the car. So when he went backwards, he went into the wall. The left side went into the wall. I saw the front tire collapse. I didn't get a chance to see. Yeah, so the left rear tire completely detached from the rim. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Front, obviously front wing has been destroyed. Rim has been destroyed. Um, Side of the car looks particularly okay. We'll have to see what type of damage was done to the floor. First crash of the season is free practice. Yeah. Uh, Nothing. No, I mean, cue the red flag meme. We need a red flag meme. So again, we are under 20 minutes left to go in this session right now. We under a red flag session with your Harbinger red flags. I did not predict that. I didn't think Ollie would be the one to be the first rookie to cause a crash, but he happens to be in that case. So again, right now, um, we're right now. He's okay. He has gotten out of the car. He's walked away from the car. Don't be surprised to hear that he's been taken to the local medical facility for mandatory. Basically, when you get a crash at a certain G force, you there's a mandatory. Basically, they have to check you out. But it's a per medical rules. He's gotten back to the garage via the medical car, and he's doing the F1 game walk of shame through the garage at the moment. But don't be surprised that they do take him to the medical facility to do a concussion check. Standard routine. That standard routine given for a crash of that moment, and then the F you can see the Drive to Survive boom um, over him. My God. So yeah, don't go for the hatch. Two is enough. My God, you guys being mean to me. No, no, I that's perfectly fine. So again, I want to thank everyone who's here right now. Again, we are in red flag session. Um, Again, we are in red flag because Ollie Berman basically uh, went off track, went into the gravel, lost control of the car, spun around into the wall, lost front left wheel collapsed under as it should, but the left rear back came fully detached. We've got El Cook here. We've got Paula here. Dark Mayu. I know Vicky's been around here. Again, you guys, these are the people who have joined the channel. Again, just to repeat, for those who are here now, again, these are again, there you can join the channel and pay like $2 a month to help support the channel, and that gives you're highlighted in chat. You've got a badge. I have a badge as well because I've been a supporter since, basically since this channel came alive. How worse is the crash? It it's there's a lot of debris. It looks worse than it does. It feels like. I mean, the fact that Bearman got out of the car, got back, got in the medical car, has gone through the paddock already. He's already out of the paddock. He's walking, freely. That's a good sign. There's probably a lot of work on that car. Oh, why don't they post that? Because it's practice, and that's how the rules are for practice. So again, we've lost about 5 minutes because of the uh, basically Bearman going into the wall. So one of the things they're talking about on F1 TV is that that there's a concern already that there may be chassis damage on Bearman's car, and that would be a big deal if that already. That means he would not be here in FP2. So that's something to see. Bearman may not be in the FP2 session today. He will be. They will likely be back for FP3 tomorrow. So, for those of you who are looking at the timing chart right now, there is a red dot where Bearman crashed. There's a red dot, and that's basically, if you see stop, that's where he crashed. My best guess is that we will see this session um, resume. It will probably be likely after the 10-minute mark. We have not gotten the session will resume. Right now, we're looking at the Lawali taking the truck taking the Haas car off. He has side pod damage. So as they just did a shot of the lolly taking the car away, there is side pod damage on Bearman's car. It did that side pod did hit the wall again. Yeah, please don't do fake news. Thank you. So again, for those who are still here, again, or those who just arrived, we are in a red flag session because Ollie Bearman and his Haas crashed into the wall. He went off track. He went fully off track, not just one set, both sets of tires. He was fully, both tires, both all four tires were in the gravel. Came off, and then I think the he hit something that bounced the car just enough that turned him around, and that's when he went into the wall. So they're showing a replay of Sainz and Max, and there's a potential for impeding. So there's a question whether Sainz impeded Max. Again, we're under still a red flag section right now. Looking at right now what you guys are saying in chat in the moment. You have any questions for me? If you're new to F1, welcome to F1. We're here to help you to learn and to, get better with this. Track is gone green, so that's actually going to go sooner. So we're gonna go green within the next minute now. Cars have left. So track is green. I don't think pit lane has gone green. The pit lane light is not green yet. So I suspected it was going to be under 10 minutes. I was 2 minutes short. Yeah, it happened 2 minutes faster than I expected. We're just right now waiting for pit lane to go, the light on the pit lane to go green. Who will be calling race? That will be me, Steve. I'm basically taking over primary race duties for this season right now. We are again looking for more people to join the channel as commentators. So as we go on, there will be hopefully more people than me doing, quality and race as well. And we have gone green, and they are now on. Again, Russell is the first one to come out onto track. So with 11 minutes, under 11 minutes to go, we've gone green again, and they're now out on track. So it's going to be about a minute or so for them to cycle around the track before we start seeing, push laps again. What's the pictures if Magnussen gets Haas seat again? No. Magnussen's not going to return to Haas. No, Magnussen is actually in line to. He's one of the names with new Mercedes, not Mercedes, new Cadillac team. He would be one of the, and this is, I think that's Max trying to get around one of the Alpines. That's Norris. Let me see, trying to get around. So we got some action on track with people really close to each other. I think that's Doohan ahead of Norris. Yep, that is. So we've got Doohan ahead of Norris, doing his best to keep him at bay. I think Yuki is just past Norris on track. And no, Norris has gotten ahead of him again. So we've got wheel to wheel action going on right now. Yeah, Yuki and Norris are going at it right now. Yuki just passed Norris on track. And I think this time is actually going to take. So we've got, again, interesting that things are happening on track right away. We got under 9 minutes to go in this session right now. Paul is saying that Ferrari would rue the day they let Sainz go. Yeah, that's going to be one of the big questions as Sainz performs. Anytime Sainz outperforms Hamilton, that question is going to come up. Greenline saying Sainz is just a really good driver. Yeah, he is. He's showing his quality of driver. We'll see. We'll see. Again, if Hamilton improves, I mean, it's one of those how Hamilton is going to adapt and improve, or if he's going to adapt and improve, is one of the questions. So, no, please do not put breaking news saying breaking official, and you're not. No, Vettel is not returning to F1. Come on, we know that's not to be the case. Oscar just did a 1:17.670 on a soft tire. So here we go. Bartolo, Norris, Hamilton, the next three to cross. Bartolo goes to P11. Norris right now, no change in. Hamilton goes to P6. Norris no change. We've got Antonelli, Lawson, Haddad coming across the line next. Antonelli, no change. Lawson, no change. Isaac, he's not going to have a change. He's got. I think. See if this is a fast lap. Gasly, Albon, Sainz, in the next three to cross. Albon up to P6. That's what we've been seeing. Albon did a 1:17.921. He is now only half a second behind his teammate. So that was half of the gap. Sainz is passing Albon on track. Hulkenberg is Hulkenberg is next. Verstappen is after him, and then Russell. Norris right now flying. He's got to pass Stroll on track. Might have to deal with Clerk as well. Might have to deal with Clerk at the line. Norris is going to go to P3 when 117.518, and he's on a soft tire. Sainz did his time, I believe, on a medium tire. I don't know. That's I'll have to go back and look. Nelly, he is crossing the line. He did not. He was on a slow lap. Isaac was on a slower lap as well. He may not be on a quali run at the moment. Isaac Jod was P3 at one moment. He's now P10 with his currently P10 on the board. Best lap was 118.218. Again, you're listening to the Racing Statistics YouTube channel. This is Grash with you live. We've had 2 red flags this session. My red flag counter is at 2 already from preseason testing. First red flag was due to gravel on track. Multiple cars are responsible for that. And then the second one is because Ollie Bearman went off track into gravel. When he came back, went over curb, and then that basically flipped the car around. The left side is damaged, side pod damage, as well as both of the wheels collapsed. One of the wheels came off. Stroll just went P8 with 118.057. So it'll be one of the questions coming into FP2. What's the condition of that car? I don't suspect Bearman to be taking part in FP2. We're under 5 minutes to go in the session, almost 4 minutes, just above 4 minutes to go in the session right now. See who's trying to cook at the moment. Lonzo sorta, Hamilton sorta. Well, there's only 2 with green. We can ignore Bearman because he's in the pit. He was stopped. Bearman thinks that the cars the Ferrari are suited to lose drivers at all, although it's too early to call. He's struggled similarly to last year. Really, that's his opinion as a Lewis fan. He's on a medium tire now. I don't know if he was that was the tire he used when he did his lap though. Right now, Isaac is the only one who just pitted. He's on a new soft set of tires. We had 3 minutes ago. 3 minutes ago in this FP1 session. When this session comes to end, we're gonna basically cut. I usually stay around. I've usually the passive stayed around. Today I'm gonna cut short, and when that happens, basically you're gonna be brought to the FP2 stream. When you guys get there, if you guys can give us a like, would be a great time. Speaking of likes, we're at 480. If we can get a couple more before the session ends, get about 500, that'd be great. We've been averaging about 2,000 people throughout this session today. So I want to thank everyone who's been here watching. Add another 100 subscribers. Thank you for adding to the army, everyone. Dune just went P12 with 118.232. Hamilton is pitting. He may be done for the session unless he comes out. If Hamilton comes out again, then it's basically for him to go around and do a practice start. They will look Leclerc. I want Leclerc to silence these commentators. We haven't overlooked Leclerc. He's P2 right now. He's 0.060 behind Sainz. He hasn't done a lap since then where he's come up So it's not that we're overlooking Leclerc. He just hasn't done a lap since he set his fastest time. His last lap is 3 seconds. 3 seconds? No, 8 seconds slower. Why don't you use ultrasoft? Because Jose, ultrasoft is a term referred to the older tire system where they had a color for each of the compounds. Where things work now is that we have for each race we have a C1, a hard, medium, and soft, and they basically Pirelli picks from there's 6 compounds this year. So this year we've got the C1, C2, C3 compounds are the compounds that are selected for the Australian race, and these are the hardest compounds. So we can go from a race where we see C1 being the hard, C2, and we have another red flag. This is going to be a red flag. It's yellow flag, but we've got George Russell in the wall. Oh no, no. We're lucky. We're lucky. George is lucky that this is not a red flag. But Russell has gone into basically gone into the wall. He's back out on track. That could have been a red flag, but it wasn't. Wow, we're lucky. So we're gonna that'll be interesting to see what if there was any damage on his car, or if he just let's see, they're doing a replay of George right now. Gonna take a few more seconds just to see this replay. George loses the back end out of nowhere, and he doesn't touch the wall. It looked like he had touched the wall when they cut to him. He did not touch the wall, but he does a full spin and comes to stop just before the Paramount. So they're advertising for a show called 1923. Russell comes to the wall just before, does not touch it. Um, and that is going to give us our FP1. Norris sets the fastest time 1:17.252 while we were looking. Sainz had previously did a 1:17.401. That's a 0.149 difference between Sainz. Leclerc is P3 with a 209 gap. Oscar is a 0.418 gap. Again, P1 through P13 are all under 1 second. That would be Doohan, Hamlin, Tsunoda, Stroll, Haddad, Alonso, Stroll, Albon, Verstappen, Oscar, Leclerc, Sainz, Norris in that particular order. I want to thank everyone who's come here. We're going to basically jump over to our Free Practice 2 stream. We'll start music in about 90 minutes, and then about 5 to 10 minutes before FP2, I'll be back to say hi to LU before the stream. I will probably have more information about stuff that has happened, like cars, for example. What's the scenario with Russell's car? What's the scenario with Bearman's car? So for Grayson Sisters, this is Grash. I'll see you in 2 hours for FP2. Take care and be safe, and we'll see you then soon.